welcome to my fancy new camera. Well, no, it's actually just my iPhone. And it's me here in the garage with you tonight. Right here at myself. What's up, Colossus? Welcome, my friend. How's it going? Yeah, so this is me hanging out in my garage, working on this little black truck. It doesn't really need much, but I washed it today, and it needs a polish, it needs a vacuum, it needs just kind of the fiddling around stuff that I do out here in the garage. And I thought we'd do this as kind of a pilot to what is a larger idea that I have, that I'm working on to do this regularly and share what I'm doing out in the garage with you, Colossus, specifically you. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to work on the little black Nissan. I'll kind of give a tour of it first. No, you don't need to come. I don't need any help. The help is some people to hang out with while I'm doing this and see if maybe it's something that other people want to watch. I guess, a lot of people watch other people eat. So this, if you're into cars and stuff, this should be at least as exciting as that, I would think. Mark Lee, how's it going? Bob, how's it going? Welcome, friends. It's good to have you with me. I'm just kind of getting warmed up here, warming you guys up for what's happening here. Take a look at my little Nissan D21. It's a 1990 Nissan King Cab two-wheel drive pickup. I bought it with 190,000 miles on it. It now has just a little over 200,000. I've had it for almost 3 years. For 3 years, I bought it at an auction. What's up, yo, Naughty Tyron? How you doing? What's up? Pardon me while I squint at chat sizes here. 64-ounce slushy. What's up? How you doing? So it's a when I honestly, I've got nice cars. I've had a lot of cars, and when I am working on this little black truck, I want to tell myself that it's my best thing that I've ever bought, because it kind of is. Considering how much and everything. What's up, our Duppy Dup? How you doing? And what's up, yo? Just chilling out. So these are great pickups, right? These are great pickups. They don't make mini trucks anymore. I like mini trucks. I went to an auction, and it turns out there was two of them there. One of them was a little Power Ram mini truck, and it went out of my bid range for what I was willing to pay for it. And this one came up, and I paid $1,100 plus tax and license for it. And I had the brakes done, and I put an alternator in it in the 3 years I've owned it, and the 13,000 miles, and it really just doesn't need anything else. But it's I'll take you around it if you want to kind of see the car first. And I washed it today. Which was kind of the inspiration. I was like, why don't I just go ahead and do one of these, a pilot for what I think this show is. And basically it's me talking and me working on something, maybe by myself, maybe with friends, or maybe working on somebody else's car. I'm going to get a lift. It's going to go over here. And here's a little inside action on the Johniwanna garage. I'm also building a streaming machine, and I'll have a new camera set up and mic set up and everything. Right now, we're super fancy here on my phone. Yeah. We're just on my phone, but I do have a selfie stick, which seems to help a bit. Here's just kind of a look. This whole corner back here, this used to be a big shelf that was in the corner here, and I got rid of all that stuff and opened up that area. The two-post lift is going to go basically where that speaker is there, and probably the other post to go right about here. And then we can have cars on lifts and do easier, cooler stuff too. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's a 4-car garage. Technically, it's like, or 2 big cars, but 4 of my size cars. So you probably see on the 4th show, that's my one portion back there, and then I usually have the other one parked there. Tonight, little Nissan D21. Doesn't it look good with the red and black? It really does, doesn't it? I think so. Tell me how the audio is, because this is just off my phone. I'm hoping it's going to be good enough. But a little tour here around. So this area back here, where the scooters are essentially, this is all going to be where the lift is going to go. And then Yeah, it's not gonna like be anything really cool like the Hoonigans or anything. I'm not doing $100,000 awesome builds, but who knows? It might turn into something. It could turn into something. In the very least, tonight we're starting. We're starting at the. I don't know. This is just the casual hanging out. If you're looking for something to do, some place to hang out, and you like cars or trucks, you can come hang out with me here in the garage. And so this is maybe not as exciting as some of the Hoonigan stuff that they're doing. This is my most basic vehicle that I have. Like I said, it's honestly really almost one of my favorites. Sometimes I think it is. It drives so nice. It'll go comfortably down the road at any reasonable speed that you want it to, and it's fun to drive. It's a little 5-speed, 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. So it does get up if you want it to. I mean, get up, right? It's not a Raptor, but it gets up nicely. It's fun to drive. It's a little 5-speed. It's super easy and better than the wireless mic on Wheel Per Wednesday. That's a lot for the new tech then. And you know, it's a king cab, so it's got enough space. You could put some stuff back there. You know, I always like the lines of these trucks. You know, I always wanted one of these. So this came out in 1990. I graduated high school in 1987. So, you know, for me, as an aspiring like college age person, these were cool trucks, especially the 4x4s. But I'm glad it's just a 2-wheel drive. It's super simple. It's got easy, simple little cheapo tires on it that do great in the rain. They get great. This thing gets like 35 miles to the gallon. Yeah, and it's fun to drive. And I'm into it all of, in 3 years, 1,500 and 500. This is essentially a $2,000 truck. I haven't, this is probably its ugliest part here. One of these days we're going to fix this. So yes, it does have flex tape on it. It has a dent too. It had a bunch of dents. It has a few more dents. I'll point out, but when I got this thing, I basically spent probably the better part of 5 hours with a little dent puller tool that I bought and pulled out a whole ton of dents. That was one of the reasons why I think it went for so cheap, because it was really dented up, but they were easy fixed ones. They didn't need paint or anything. They just needed to be pulled out. But this is kind of ugly. You can see the little housing on your blinker there. It's broken. And so there's flex tape. Yes, there's actually flex tape in the works here. I don't really think about it much. It holds the light in. But what I want to do is I'd like to get a new blinker. And if you look at the grill, you know, the grill's pretty good over here, right? But you get over here and it's kind of busted up. Yeah. This thing had almost 200,000 miles on it when I bought it. It drives awesome. The brakes were a little, the brakes worked perfectly, except they had a little bit of they needed new pads, is what it came down to. New pads, and I think I bought, and then a new alternator, which I milked the alternator for a year on this thing, because so long as you drove it a lot, didn't use the lights and the radio at the same time, it didn't kill the battery down. I just had plugged it in every once in a while to top the battery off. But then, you know, so I went the distance and spent the money on the brakes. And, you know, I've had it about 3 years, and that's about all that I've really done to it. This is kind of the tour of it. You can see I keep it pretty clean. You know, look at this interior. 200,000 miles. And look how nice the seats are. Nissan makes good stuff. Look at the dash. The dash is not cracked. And this thing had like a little bike rack bar. You can see right here. There's a little bike rack bar here that you might have put your mountain bike on. And so I guess, you know, somebody probably just used it to go hiking and stuff around here. This is the bummer. This is the bummer right here. Do you see the wrinkle in my tailgate here? I rented a lift so that I could paint these really tall parts of my house. I rented it from the rental place. And we put it in with the employees put it in with me. Fine. Got home, unloaded it myself. Fine. Loaded it back up in the truck myself. Fine. Took it back. The employees at the rental place, without my asking for help, started reefing the thing out of my truck and bent the crap out of the tailgate. And they have a sign. You know, they have a sign that says that they're not liable. And sometimes sometimes conflict. I don't want conflict, right? I tried to call them on it, and they're like, "Yeah, we have a sign." And I was like, you know what? It's a basic little truck. I don't need to make a fight of this. It's a local business that I'm going to do business with. It sucks, but that's kind of pick my battle on that one. Pick to not battle. But if anybody finds, if you see a 1990 Nissan tailgate in black, hey, shoot me a link. I'd throw a couple $100 at a new tailgate, because actually the handle back here, this broke a while back. So to get in the truck, you got to take this little cover off, and then squeeze it yourself. So it's kind of, but that's a bummer, right? That's a bummer. Anyways, tour of the truck. It's got these great little tie downs in each corner. Use the heck out of those. The bed's pretty solid. It's got a little bend, a little hole up there. I don't know what that's from. I don't know what happened there. Helps drain the water when it rains, though, so I don't really care. Looking it over all around, there was dents here, and you can see there's these were really big dents all along here. I pulled, and these need some more work. This was a big dent. This was a big, huge dent. There was dents in the doors and stuff. I'm pretty handy with the $15 dent puller, but I'm no body man. Like I like to say, I'm handy. Yeah, that's what I should have told them too. I should have said, "Can I have a piece of paper?" Yeah, and then and I made my own little sign. Said, "I'm not liable for your stuff, so get out." Whatever. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Not sign. So there's the tour of the truck. I like stickers on my stuff. Old School Reunions, one of my favorite car shows. Ocean Shores is where I take this all the time. Dick's is where you can get the best burgers in Seattle. And I'm also a membership coordinator for the Northwest Alfa Romeo Club, and you know me as Johniwanna. So there's, did you already find me a tailgate? Dwangus, what's up? You already found me a tailgate? I can't click on that. You got to send it to me another way. This is another reason why I'm doing this show. Let me set this here. This is another reason why I'm doing the show, because you guys help me. Sometimes, okay, so I'll admit, I have done a couple searches for a new tailgate since that happened. But that's it. I just kind of sucked it up. I've been still getting over the fact that it got dented. But I'm that's a little bit of a project. I have 7 cars. I have a lot of stuff I'm always doing. So sometimes I've just kind of gotten used to taking off that cover, reaching in there and putting the things together and just dealing with the dent. But Dwangus, how much is that for? Tell me, so I don't have to click on it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I just reloaded the eBay app on my phone, because I actually have one of the other things I'm going to do out here. I'm going to do a lot of this show. What this show is going to be is me talking. But also, it's going to be what I'm doing out here. Okay, so one of the things I need to do out here is I've got 2 big boxes of Volkswagen parts that I really don't need. $136.27, oh my God! Buy it, ship it. The sooner it can be here, the better. Then we'll do it on the next show. We'll install it on the next show. That's what we could do. Oh, shipping is $136? And then how much is the thing? So, okay. See, you guys help me. You can help me. Yes. Send it to me in my Discord. Send it to me in my Discord. Or Dwangus, write me a letter. Yeah, so this is what this show's going to be. Next time it might be that I'm sorting out those Volkswagen parts, putting them here one by one in this perfect lighting situation that I've creating here at my workbench, and boom, snapping pictures, right? Snapping pictures and making eBay listings. I'm getting another streaming computer built. It's going to sit right over here on what is now the tribute the tribute to Thrustmaster. But eventually all those boxes are going to be gone, and my new PC is going to be really cool. It's going to sit right here, and I'll have a couple monitors in the wall, boom, boom, right there. And so that'll be, this is the Forza station, and that'll be the Johniwanna garage station. I'll have 2 channels in my studio. Should be kind of interesting. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be fun. This is my own thing, of course. This is not on Fort's channel. This is me. This is me hanging out in my garage doing stuff with you. So, feel free to ask questions. I may or may not see your words as I'm actually working on it, because from time to time, I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to leave you right here, and I'm just going to start working on my car or truck or whatever it is I'm doing, and I'm going to chat with you while I do this. So, what do you think of that as a concept? You watch that? Where's the camera? Is the camera over here? Camera's over here. Right here. That's right. Right there. It's right there. Okay. How is the caffeine detox? I will admit that I drank almost part of a bottle of Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. I'll tell you, I did that. And it was actually really helpful. I got a lot of stuff done. And I'm going to be drinking Baja Blast. I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew. I'm going to be drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast all week on the Forts channel. And so I'm going to be super hyped because I'm just going to do a caffeine experiment and see where it goes. Hopefully we will survive it. This show is going to be on Monday nights. As you can see, Monday nights, 6 to 9. What's up? Rivs Millie. RSV Millie 1000. Millie 1000, what's up? I think you actually be doing what you said to me about a year ago is amazing, and I'm super proud of you. You're talking to me? Thank you. I've got my Monster intake down from 1 day to 1 a month. Good. That is, Bob, that's way good. I mean, energy drinks are fun, right? But everything in moderation, right? That's going to work way better. Unless it's water, drink as much water as you want. That's apparently what you can do. DeWangus, what'd you get? Chicken? And yeah, the beard is pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so, yeah, so, and I have Johniwanna.com, building the Johniwanna.com website right now. Doing all kinds of stuff. I was going to actually have the show here on this Twitch. Let's do this. This TV just stopped working tonight. Oh, I love that. So sometimes I'm going to be walking away and doing stuff. And I'll come back and check in with you. But I'm going to get the new camera that I'm going to get is going to be pretty good. But the selfie stick works pretty good. It's way better than that other thing I had. Did I get the pinball fixed? Yeah, pinball works. It actually, honestly, I did have Ampy come. Ampy came and he fixed on some stuff. But then Hudson played it again, and the balls are still actually getting stuck, which is kind of a bummer. It works. You can play it, but there's a one trap in the back where the ball goes in and it doesn't come out. When Ampy was here, he fixed it, and it was working fine. And then I think there's something else going on there. But it works. It works. You can play it. But I need to actually finish that. That's another thing. See? You guys help me. You help me. I need to call Ampy and have him come and fix the pinball machine again. I like to have all my stuff nice. Okay? Project cars take a long time. But I like to have things nice. I like to have them clean. And things like this truck, like I got the Beetle, they got the little 2007 Beetle, another project we're going to do on that. I just lost a headlamp. Friggin' headlamp fell out. Driving down the highway at 70 miles an hour, one of my headlamps fell out of the Beetle. And it actually did that on the test drive when I bought it. And I knew that there was kind of an issue there, but I thought I had it really well locked in there. Lost the headlamp on the Beetle. And so I actually have to buy new headlamps, $300. But I bought cool ones with LED things in them, and they're way more efficient. So that's gonna be another show. Is we're gonna replace the headlamps on the 2007 Beetle, which I fixed all the little details on the car. I made everything right. Colossus, there's a lot of intro going on here. But what I want to do as part of this show also is okay, so It looks like we might have a line on on a new tailgate. Okay, I'm gonna say what things I want for this, and you guys are gonna like find me the links so that I could go buy the stuff, because that's what I just probably won't do. I won't do that. You know what's I'm bitter. I don't even know what happened. I was going 70 miles an hour, and the headlamp, which is on the front of the car, fell out and went underneath the car and broke into a billion pieces. The headlamp design of those Volkswagen Beetles, I have to actually tell you, it's kind of weird. It's very weird. I've never had a car like that. Never had the whole headlight assembly bucket thing. You want to see that? Come look at it. It's weird. Yeah. This is what we can do. This is my show. We can do whatever we want. Can you see that? Yeah, you can't see it. It's totally dark. Yeah, it's just too dark on that side. But the whole headlamp bucket, the whole thing, gone. I have to buy whole new ones for $261. Yeah. It is dark, but it's really nice out. It's like 52 degrees. It's super nice. Yeah, what is it? It's barely after 6. It's super dark. You know what my favorite day in December is? 12/21. What's 12/21? Tell me. That's my favorite day. The worst gamer, exactly. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's got a black eye, or like its eye was gouged out. I mean, even worse. It looks like its eye was gouged out, and it doesn't have. So yeah, 12/21. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to confuse me with that English way. Eye patches don't light the road very well. This is the frustrating part about this, is that I just spent time, because since I've had the car, one of the headlamps was on bright and the other headlamp was on regular beam, and I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. I checked the back of the back of the buckets. There's only one way for the plug to go on. There's one plug, so I couldn't. I took the thing apart inside and thought maybe somebody, when they replaced a lamp, they put the wrong one along. No, but they're each exact distance, so you couldn't get them confused. Did that on both sides, and then I realized what it was, that on the one side where you have to take the whole battery. You have to flip you can actually flip the little connectors and have them upside down, and that's what it does. Is it turns different elements on. Yeah. Oliver, it was a huge issue with the car when I got it. There's all kinds of zip ties and crap in there, so it's a problem. Hopefully the new buckets that I'm getting will just resolve it. And I'm gonna make sure and carefully. I've had the car for 6 months, quite a few months, 7 months, and the headlamp only fell out like twice. Colossus, you don't know yet? Nobody knows? Okay, December 21st is the winter solstice. So it means that as of December 21st, the days stop getting shorter and the nights stop getting longer. So yeah, on the 21st, we're on the return to greatness. The sun shall also shine. Anyways, okay, so that's my intro. I guess some days I'll have more of an intro, sometimes not. Sometimes on this show I might have a friend here. Oh, the kitties! Do you hear the bell? Do you hear that bell? I opened up a whole new pack of cat toys for Mickey and Mallory, and they're over there playing with them, and they heard me. Now they're not playing with them. So sometimes it's going to be just me hanging out here, doing my stuff, working on my stuff, what it might be. That streaming PC that I'm gonna have for the hard launch of the show. We're gonna build it right here. Well, I gotta make sure Travis is in for this. Travis, make sure you're in on this, buddy. Travis builds computers, and I got a new streaming machine, encoding machine, not a gaming machine, just an encoding machine. We're gonna build it. We're gonna build it right here, and that's gonna be a show. Johniwanna Garage Project DIY. A cat cam would be cool. We actually have a cat cam. That's actually what this is. Heather has this, and she's used it for the goats. She likes to spy. She likes to spy on her goats, see what they're doing in the middle of the night, and she put it out in here to see what the cats were doing in the middle of the night. But yeah, Mickey likes to play with toys. Mallory is just pretty much entirely reclusive and will gives you maybe a quick bat of the eye as she runs away. But it's cool. So if you just got here, this is kind of the space here, and the production quality is going to get better. I'm going to have better equipment in here, but I want to do some practice shows. I want to just like hang out and be like, all right, does anybody even show up? Do I actually get work done, or do I just keep talking the entire time? So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll tell ya. I got this here. My phone actually works pretty good. It's pretty amazing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna be really annoying. I'm gonna vacuum. So tell me how. I want you to tell me how much is it fun to watch me vacuum, or does it suck to watch me vacuum? Hardfock would be here, but he had to do laundry because he's lazy and won't fix his washing machine. Just buy a new one. It's a throwaway world. Just buy a new one. First thing I'm going to do is vacuum, and that's going to be annoying. But I got this really sweet vacuum, man. Okay, beware, there will be Fast Times at Ridgemont High references from time to time, and, other movies that I love. But the Fast Times at Ridgemont High reference that I'm going to use tonight is, don't worry, my stepdad's a TV repairman. He's got the ultimate set of tools. So that's me. Do you know there used to be things called TV repairmen? Now every homeowner is their own TV repairman. The TV breaks, you throw it in the garbage, and you go buy another one. That's horrible. Isn't that horrible? They're built that way. It's not like you really could fix it. I'm sure Hardfire can. I'm sure he can fix his washing machine. Some people, I'm handy. I can fix a lot of things. But you know what? I tried with my dishwasher. I had a guy come fix it. It was leaking. He put a new seal in it. It still leaked. Bought a new one. It's totally quiet. It works perfect, and it doesn't leak. There are still TV repair people. Are they just, Oliver? Are you referring to people that are just like people like TV installers, or are there people that you just don't get your stuff repaired? Your phone breaks, you throw it away, buy a new one, sell it on Marketplace. But yeah, there used to be TV repair shops. Ron and Primo's TV Repair in Hudson, Wisconsin. It's the first place that I ever rented VHSs. They eventually got busted by the FBI because they were copying tapes and renting them out. This was in the day before people even knew that was something that they were doing wrong. I suppose. Well, Colossus, where do you get a transistor for a Samsung 42-inch TV? Where do you order something like that? Where do you get something like that for a TV? How do you even find that? Yeah, and RevSmail, exactly. And there's actually now there's legal barriers. If you have a John Deere, you can't even work on it, right? Or they'll sue you. Okay, this is my show. I can say what I want. I'm still going to be very cool, but hey, this is the world we created. And that's stupid. That's legality over ownership. I don't know. That's where it's going to be, right? Pretty soon, what are you going to do anyways? You're going to pull the electric motor out or replace the batteries? No. You now... there's lots of discussions we can have on this show as well. Amazon sells everything. Really? Do they sell stuff like that, Oliver? God, that's awesome if they do. It makes sense because Jeff Bezos said A to Z, everything. He wanted to be able to sell airplane propellers. Somebody was like, A to Z, like everything? And he was like, yeah, I want to be able to come to Amazon.com and buy an airplane propeller. This is something I heard Jeff Bezos say when I used to work for him. Oliver, you're getting an EV? Did you order that one that I may have seen go through your thread? I don't know. What did you buy? Is it the new smart one? That's what would make sense to me. That's what I saw going through your thread. The Amazon Basic, yeah. Amazon recommends the all-wood hand-carved propeller for your Cessna 114. So I'm going to vacuum. This is, I'm not sponsored by anything or anything like this. Mercedes-Benz. Is it Mercedes-Benz? Volkswagen? Did you order an ID4? Did you order an ID4, whatever they call them in your part of the world? Oliver? Dude, yeah! ID3, okay. I don't even know how many models are. Awesome, dude. Some of this. That's cool. You're the first person I know that owns one. I have said, and I will, and I think I might even be in a financial place that I'll be able to follow through on it. If they actually make the ID buzz, I'll buy one. Let me vacuum while we get back. Scale electric? What does that mean? Okay. Let's see. Can you see me here? You can see me here. So I fairly recently vacuumed this, and I have to a lot because when I go to the beach, it gets a lot of sand in it, and I like my cars clean. I'll show you how this looks in just a couple minutes, this side, and then I'll do the other side. So I'm figuring out how to do this as I go, because I know, of course, people will be like, what is that shot of that door open and that guy, what? So a little bit of talking and a little bit of vacuuming. We'll balance it out. So you got to check this out. This is kind of cool. I think part of what I'm going to do sometimes is I'm just going to share cool stuff with you. So come here with me. A lot of you have never seen a 1990 Nissan D21 King Cab because you might not have been born in 1990. And they don't really do King Cabs anymore. Everything's four doors, right? Well, four-door pickups were never really available in the United States until the Nissan Frontier in like 1993, something like that. This is when you could actually get the first four-door pickup, and it was a Nissan. It was a Nissan Frontier. But before that, you had cool space cabs. I think there was the Isuzu Space Cab. This is super fun. This is a boat flag. Hold on, I need to do something with it. But here, check it out. See that? See the little seat? It just folds out like that, and then you can kind of, if you're My boys are probably getting to be too big. But you could fit, you can fit 4 adults, including the driver, in here. But the back seats, they're opposing, right? They're opposing each other, and they so you fold like that, and then they pull out, and so that's kind of fun. Kind of rumble seats, yeah. It's I don't know if it's safe, having the seats like sideways like this. I haven't ever ridden back here. Waven and Hudson and dogs and other camping stuff has ridden back here. That's the really nice thing about this space, is because pickup trucks that don't have an extra cab, they're useless. They're useless. You can't put anything anywhere. Anything you're putting on the seat next to you, which means you can't have anybody with you. Or you put it on the floor, which means you can't have anybody that has legs with you. So yeah, you can take, you wouldn't want to ride back here a really long time probably, but it's a totally useful space. I have my little toolkit back here, and and it's fairly easy entrance and egress. That's one of the reasons why I like these. It's a fun little truck, and it's technology, or I guess in this case really design rather than technology, that you just don't see anymore. And I've got just these little tires. I've thought of flipping the leaf springs over and tightening the torsion bars down and dropping it a couple inches. I keep thinking about that, but it drives really nice right now, so I don't know why I need to, mess with it. It's the one thing I have that's just like normal, inconspicuous, truck that I can like rob banks with and stuff. Which, no, I'm not really gonna rob banks. But if I was, I would want something like this, something totally inconspicuous like this. So here you can sit here, and I'll vacuum this side. The cats like to run. Cats like to act like the world is after them. It's part of their life experience. So these cats, my feral cats especially, they're so funny. Everything's about them. They think the world's trying to get them. Oh, but I think I might I can get that. I can understand that. Okay, here we go. Vacuuming part 2. come right in. There. Is the vacuum real loud? It's amazing how clean this thing is when you clean it up. Cleans up so nice. And Heather picks up her hay in this and does goat stuff with this, so it gets dirty. So, and I can't have a dirty car. I literally cannot. I can't do it. It bugs me. And sometimes sometimes my car will be dirty, or one of my cars, because I can't stay ahead of it or something, and it really does bother me. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to do like best vacuuming job ever. But I think I will clean in here next. I think I'll wipe things down. So we'll just kind of clean. I missed a little bit. Are you sure? Where? Interior cleaner. So, well, we're live here, and this is not the best stand. So, who's gonna hang out that better? I use Griots products, not sponsored by them, but they're a local Seattle company that makes really great car stuff, and so I am thankfully at a point in my life where I can buy not just whatever, cleaners are available. And I've cleaned enough cars. And this is something, when I say I'm handy, this is something I'm good at. This is just cleaning your car. There are some great techniques that professionals use, of course, but it's really just an attention to detail. It's really just caring. If you care about getting your car clean, you can do a good job cleaning your car. And you could watch some YouTube videos of some professional cleaner detailers, that have techniques and stuff. I mean, I don't have, maybe you could learn something from me. I don't know. I'm not here to teach anybody anything. These shows are more about hanging out, and it's kind of an extension of my saying where I say, I'm not going to teach you anything, but you might learn something. So as I have friends over here, to work on their cars, or whether I'm working on something, I'm not here to be the how-to guy. I'm not that guy. No. I'm the come hang out in the garage while we do some cool stuff, and I'll crack dumb jokes, and and I'll be here for you. I'll be here. I'll entertain a little bit. I'll host the hangout. And, in the case of tonight, sure, I could probably get more done if I was just out here just polishing my truck furiously. But I'm trying to capitalize on the whole thing I've been doing here, and I want something of my own. And this is going to be my own. Rock band shows are my own, right? But that's a different way that I release my energy or build it or whatever. And if you've ever watched me play Rock Band on my channel, you can tell I have a good time, right? But I don't know if that's a real viable medium, and I want something for myself. And I think that there is a segment of people out there that would like to hang out in a do-it-yourselfer kind of garage. You know, and sometimes you're going to see, sometimes if I had some friends here working on something, I could really commentate on that and engage with you, and you could ask questions, or you could offer solutions or advice, or vice versa, or we could just watch, you know, and you can lurk in the background. Sometimes like that, I'll be able to show off what it is, what work is being done here, especially once I get the lift. That'll be really sweet. But then some days it's going to be, I don't know, you know, if people are watching other people eat, maybe you'd like to have just some person that is hanging out cleaning their truck while you're cleaning your truck. I don't know. Jedi PMO, yeah, thank you. I do have a lot of fun with the Rock Band shows, and those are by no means ending. So, yeah, most of the, you know, wiping stuff down. This thing's. I keep this truck clean. Let me hit the door panels here. This is just Griot's interior cleaner. When I washed it, I washed all, you know, around the edges, you know, both this part of the door jamb and the door jamb. Most people, you might not think to do that when you're washing it, and you got to be careful, right? Because you're going to get water in there. But if you wash it and then close it, when you rinse it out, the water should stay out. That's what the seals are for. You should be able to rinse down into the crack there. Yeah, you should be able to rinse down into the crack there and get all that water and get all that soapy stuff out, and the seals do their job. And then you can, when you come in your car, you know, and you brush like that, it ain't all dirty. I don't know. It's something I come across when I wash my car. Let's see. It looks pretty good. There's a little bit of wear in my door handle here, but it works good. I got Blaupunk speakers, but I've got an AM/FM cassette player. You want to see my AM/FM cassette player? Check it out. This came with the truck, and I have some cassettes still, but I don't really keep them in there. I have a AC/DC Back in Blacks cassette, but that deck, as much as I'd like to keep it because it's period correct, it's been shutting down. It just sometimes it just shuts down. Yeah, but it's got a pair of Blaupunk speakers, and it actually sounds pretty decent. And until I got my new iPhone 13, I could just plug my phone in and I could jam whatever tunes I wanted on it. But now with my iPhone 13, I can't do that because there's no headphone jack. Thank you. Progress. Call me old, but I think having a place to plug something in is still really useful because I don't have all brand new cars. And I'm not buying a brand new stereo that works with my phone that aggravates me even more. There we go. Here, I'm messing with this holder thing so it's more secure. There we go. This thing, when I first opened this little selfie stick thing, I was like, it's pretty cheap. But it is. It was $20. It's darn cheap, but it's awesome. Did it fix the speaker, Resmill? What do you mean fix the speaker? It does actually. It cuts out on one speaker. How would you know that? How would you know that? I still have a case of cassettes. What am I drinking? Tonight I am drinking just grapefruit bubbly. Bubbly is kind of like Talking Rain or LaCroix. It's just another brand. It's what we had. Pink Bubbly, brought to you by Bubbly. What you drinking, man? It's from the Beastie Boys. Just give this door a bit of the gear shifter. I didn't really get the gear shifter, so I'm going to get in there. And I thought this show might actually even. Sometimes I just don't get motivated like anyone. I'm watching Star Trek Next Generation now, and it's cold out, it's rainy out. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I'm being a bit moody. But I might just want to watch TV. And I'm hoping that Monday nights now I'm going to be committed to this. I'm committed to this 6 to 9 on Monday nights here in the garage doing something. Right? So it's going to be time that I really should be out in this garage working on my 7 cars. Doing something. It doesn't mean, it's not like I'm going to pull motors and LS swap things. But I have enough cars to do things with. And if I actually line up the help of others and the occasional friends to come in and do their stuff, then I'll make more progress on my projects. See, this is my thinking, actually. So one of the cool things, I just reached out. Do you guys remember when the Got Rod and Merle were here with the Gasser? Remember the Gasser and the Got Rod? Did an awesome burning out of my garage here, and then just smoked out the entire garage. Most views I ever got in a video, and one of the coolest days of my life, seriously. Super cool. Really great Wheel and Pedal Wednesday show. So I'm reaching out to them to have them come over here and help me drop the square back down literally on its canards. The square back is going to be this far off the ground. Just, I want it to be useless. And if it scrapes on the bottom, I really don't care. I'll weld in more metal. But they said that would be rad, I think was their answer. So they're going to come here and we're going to pull the square back in here. And those guys know how to do stuff. I kind of understand how torsion bars work and how you adjust them, and I think I might be able to figure it out, but I'm crappy at that. I don't want to do it. I want my cool friends to do it who know what they're doing, and I want to hang out with them and get help and get that done, and I'm going to help, and I'm going to do it with them, and I'm going to know how to do it. Okay, so things like that might happen. And who knows, it might lead to something. If great opportunities come along, like a friend of mine has an LS3 with a great transmission. I wish I had $8,000 that I could just spend on that, and we could grab that LS3 with the automatic and just start putting it in the square back, so that I could make an Aussie burnout car out of my square back. Wouldn't that be awesome? Big monster blower sticking out of the front of the square back, jacked up, big outlaw tires on it, and just have it do Wouldn't that be cool? So maybe, this is goals, right? I think the square back with a big motor sticking out of the front would totally look like a Hot Wheels. Can you see that? Can you see that? What I'm sending you there? So yeah, stuff like that. We're gonna get stuff done. Cause sometimes I get a lot of done. Honestly, I do. I really do. I'm a pretty amazing person in that way. I've already gotten more done than most people have already gotten done in their lives. But I need to get more done. And this is fun. This is fun for me. So I'm doing it. And we're going to get more stuff done. And tomorrow, my truck, I'm going to have shared this show with you guys and gals. And my truck's going to be super clean. That's going to be cool. And maybe, some nights I might come out here myself still and crank up some AC/DC because I got a killer stereo out here in the garage. Wish I could play it, but I don't want to get DMCA'd. I crank tunes out here, and that's right, and I get off on that. Okay, yeah. So the truck's getting clean.